let us know. Hit us via Twitter, email us, just shout us out. We certainly want to shout you guys out because this truly is a special day for so many student athletes.
Is South Point Catholic. They will host number 16 Peoria. These games will take place on February 22nd at 7 p.m. at the the High Seat School. Number 8, the Micah Mountain Thunderbolts. They will face number 9 Eastmark. And listen to this, Brett. Micah Mountain getting it done on and off the court. 12 players carry a 3.5 GPA or better.
That's good stuff.
That's
a
stuff.
serious study table right there.
That's one of my favorite stats to read off right there. Number 5, Estrella Foothills will face number 12 Pueblo, and the number 4 Saguaro Cougars will face number 13 Paradise Honors. 4-year starter for the Cougars, Cassie Coolidge, is the leading scorer. She's also got 1,000 points in her career.
That's a magic number. That definitely is a magic number. The Flagstaff High School basketball team, they are the defending champions. They are going to try to get back to where they were a year ago, and that is the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. They'll open up against number 14 Prescott. The 11-6 matchup, Flowing Wells, they will travel to Deer Valley. Deer Valley has a diamond in the rough. Yes, her name is Diamond Stevenson, and she plans on trying to help her team advance at least one more round. The 10-7 matchup, the Sabercats of Saguaro, they will travel to number 7 Rio Rico, and number 15 Saharita, they will travel to Gilbert, Arizona, and they will take on Mesquite. Mesquite was a semifinalist a year ago, and matter of fact, I am joined by 2 of those semifinalists from a year ago, but they're looking for more. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am well. I'm happy you guys are here. Am I gonna get the names mixed up? Nevaeh, Vanessa?
It's Nevaeh.
Nevaeh. Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. A matter of fact, I got to see you guys last year in your semifinal game, so I have seen you guys in action. But before we talk about last year, let's talk about this year. You guys are poised for the 4A run. Just tell me about just your excitement.
I'm just really excited. I feel like we've came a long way from last year because I felt like everybody wanted to do everything by themselves, and I feel like as me and Vanessa being like leaders and like vocal on and off the court, I feel like that's just like bringing us together and playing as a team.
You guys have known each other, I feel, for a while, not just for a year or two. You guys have probably played for a while. Just tell me about the camaraderie, and as she said, just you guys are leaders on this team.
Yeah, I agree. I just feel like we feed off of each other really well. Like, say, like, I'm having an off night and Nevaeh's there, like, with me up. Like, she's having an off night. Like, we just feed off of each other well. Like, I'll get her the ball. If she's struggling, she'll get me the ball if I'm struggling.
Last year, you guys left the court not thrilled. You guys were defeated by Pueblo. You were younger then. You guys were a year younger. Tell me about how much you guys have grown, both physically and mentally, and sharpened your game. I'll start with you, Vanessa.
I feel like just as a team, like, we've all grown to get on the same page. And, like, it's just helped us tremendously this year. And I feel like we can make a good run.
I could imagine. How about you, Nevaeh?
I feel like it's more of like the coaches and like a teammate type of thing. Like our coaches push us to be the best that we can. We always do a whole bunch of drills to make sure that we're up to speed and making sure that we're hitting all the shots that we need to. And I feel like that just helps us a lot.
Tell me about this season and just what you guys have achieved so far. There's probably a hunger there. You guys are going to be off actually for a while as you guys have another few games or another few days before the next game. Just tell me about just kind of mentally, just, hey, you know what, we're ready to go.
Yeah, I feel like we're ready. I feel like we've been trying to like get this for a while now. I feel like we know where we can be and what we can do, and since we're just putting all of the pieces together, I think we're gonna make a lot of noise.
Vanessa, I'll ask you about the tough game, the hard-fought game against Millennium the other day. What, and this is more of a coach's question than I usually ask, but what went right and what went wrong for you guys?
I feel like we got too comfortable.
Okay.
Like, we were doing good. We were up by, like, what was it, 8 maybe? Something like that. Ellie just came down. She hit a few threes, and we just couldn't stop her and, like, defensively, that's where we need to pick it up and like acknowledge like who's hurting us.
Understood, definitely understood. And from what I understand, we actually have Candace Gonzalez on the line. She is the head coach of the Mesquite girls basketball team. So yes, we truly are surrounded by Mesquite. We've got players in studio. Coach Gonzalez via telephone. Coach, how are you? Absolutely. We know that you're traveling, so we certainly won't keep you long. But I'll ask you, Coach, how excited are you guys just to really get it back going again? The Millennium loss is behind you, and now you can look forward to trying to push deep into that 4A. Indeed, you have a fantastic opportunity as you're going to get to play another home game against Sahuarita. This is kind of the first of hopefully 4 games. Coach, I'll ask you your initial thoughts on what you know about Sahuarita. Obviously, it was just announced really a handful of minutes ago, but overall, what's your scope on them on the basketball front? Is 9 days off tough at this point? Your last game was on the 13th, if I'm correct, and I believe you're scheduled for the 22nd. Is that a tough time this time of year, or is it about resting the bumps and bruises? Mhm. What I'll ask, and I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this, I'm sitting next to 2 of your players. Nevaeh, anything you want to say to your coach while she's on the line?
Coach, I just want to let you know that we're going to play hard and we're going to take it as far as we can.
And Vanessa?
I'll second on the bed, just trusting coach's game plan will be great.
Absolutely. No, we certainly know that you guys are going to certainly put your best foot forward. Coach, if I'm correct, you are in Texas now watching your daughter, about to see your daughter. Just tell us about what she's up to and kind of your brief travel plans, if you could share. Vanessa, if I'm correct, you're a senior, correct? Any game could be your last. We don't want that to happen anytime soon, but I do want you to just shout out the people who have been in